You are listening to How to Get Over Your Ex, episode number 270, Self-Help Burnout and How to Stop Chasing and Start Living. Welcome to How to Get Over Your Ex, a podcast on getting over your ex without it just taking time. I'm your host, breakup coach Dorothy. Let's turn your pain into power and your heartbreak into happy. Hello, beautiful brave hearts. How are you doing? I am so excited to be here with you today. I can't believe we're recording an episode that will air 2 days before Christmas. I am obsessed with Christmas. I love it so much. And I just want to remind you that if you're having a tough time right now during this, time of the year, number one, I totally understand, totally here for you. I love you. You're not alone. And I know this time of year can really bring up memories. There's all kinds of obstacles that you're moving through, especially if you're also going through a breakup at the same time. So just know that myself and my team, we're here for you. Let us know what we can do. Now, we do have an entire course on how to handle the holiday season when you're going through a breakup or being single. So if that's something you're interested in, please let my team know at care@dorothyabjohnson.com. And we'd love to include that if you enroll in the Get Over Your Ex course, or if you've already purchased that course before and you don't have access to the how to handle the holiday season, but you would love access to it and utilize it during this time of year, let them know and we can make sure to get that to give you access to that. So today, as I'm recording, I am actually 38 weeks pregnant and I am wrapping up the Bigger and Better Life Mastermind and the Get Over Your Ex program for a while I am out on maternity leave. And I'm going to be back in January of 2025 and you can expect a bang at the beginning of year because we have planned something fun and big to help you that we're going to do during the week of Valentine's Day. And I love being helpful during that time of year. So lots of things to look forward to. But as I've been wrapping up the Bigger and Better Life Mastermind, we actually had a retreat a couple weeks ago at the Heartbreak Hotel. It was epic. It was amazing. And something that was very interesting that I wasn't planning on happening that came up and we talked a lot about was integration and implementation of coaching, of self-help, of learning. And the analogy that I like to use is remodeling a home. I have now remodeled a couple of homes, it feels like, and I'm immersed in the world of remodeling house projects and things like that since I've been in Florida, which is brand new to me. It's not something that comes natural to me. I even hesitate I don't even think I like it. So we're here with it. It's fine. It's whatever. But the analogy that came through was we don't really remodel a house to turn around and then remodel the same house again. We more often than not will remodel a home to live in it or to sell it to someone who wants to live in it and be in it. And what I have noticed in myself and in my clients and in the self-help world, even with my coach colleagues, is a little bit of what I would call self-help burnout. I feel like from the years of 2018 to 2023, I just kept going and going and going after the next thing. And I had to I started to feel like this desire to just live in my life and be in my life. And what would it be like if I wasn't constantly trying to up level or, self-help myself out of something? And rather than just constantly going after the next thing. So anyways, I have built a lot of what I wanted in my life. Not everything. I definitely don't have everything, but most of the things that I envisioned in my Bigger and Better Life in 2017 and 2018. And now I have that. And I'd really like to enjoy those things and live in them and live with them. And as I'm entering maternity leave and about to give birth, I'm so excited to not be in a phase of my life of revamping myself, but really allowing myself to recognize this new person I've become, this new version of myself that I've created, and what is it like to be her and to live in this world that I have dreamt up, right? Instead of trying to be okay, well, what's next? What is this mom version of me? And what is, what's my next dream version of me? what if I allowed that to just unfold through living as myself and living in my life instead of trying to like force myself to understand? So that's what I want to share with you today as we are venturing out into the new year, which, by the way, we'll totally do a beginning of January, how to create something. Like, we're going to do a January thing. I'm excited for it. But for right now, if this feels like the season that you're in, let me help you reflect and create a very light integration plan that's going to help you flow through this season versus trying to chase the next thing. What would it look like to like live in your life and allow yourself to overcome the self-help burnout? All right, we're going to break this up into 5 categories. So the first category is really reflection, really reflecting on the last 6 months to a year, whatever amount of time it is, doesn't really matter. It's just in the time that you've really revamped this new version of yourself, reflect on those months and really identify a couple of things. Identify what are 2 to 3 major shifts that you've noticed in yourself. Identify where do you feel stronger and more confident than you did in the past. And what is one habit, or more importantly, what is even one mindset that you've completely outgrown that used to be a part of your identity? And what is one that you've actually embraced, right? And I really of course, habits are great. Of course, behaviors are amazing. But one thing that I think is so powerful is to look at the mindsets that you've adapted and taken on that you actually believe in now that perhaps you didn't used to believe in. Yeah, I love looking at that. So the second category I want you to take a moment and look at is 2. Choose a focus area for implementation and integration. And what this means is we're really looking at an area of your life where you feel like your old habits or your old beliefs are still just a little bit lingering. Like you've made a lot of progress in those areas, but is there one area of your life that you want to lean into even more? Dive into even more, where you notice these old habits or beliefs and they might just still like linger. They're not prominent, they're not huge, but you do notice them lingering. Another question to ask yourself when identifying the focus area is, what specific situations or areas in my life feel unfinished or you would like to just give more attention to? And where can I be more intentional about applying this new mindset? Because really, and I'm going to circle back to mindset multiple times here, it is always the mindset. The same mindset that created the problems that we're in life will not come up with new solutions. And so a lot of times I find individuals, they're like searching for solutions to their life's problems with the mindset that actually created the problem in the first place. So it's like once you have this new version of yourself, you've up-leveled, you've really created this new you, it feels refreshed, it feels like revitalized, right? You are stepping into this new version of yourself. It's like, oh my gosh, this mindset is going to be able to power solutions to problems that an old mindset used to have. And so what area of my life would I like to be more intentional about applying this new mindset to? The third category is themes of implementation and being. So themes of being. With my new mindset and my new self, what are 1 to 2 behaviors I want to solidify over the next few months? Right? Ways of being, behaviors. How do I want to show up in these key areas of my life consistently? Because we all love I love consistency. I shouldn't say we all love it. I love consistency. And really practice being this version of yourself. The fourth category, got ahead of myself there, is action. You can break this down, by month if you really love to be like tactical, or you can just keep it broad. But this is really looking at, what will I be doing? This is like the alignment part of the being the version of myself. What are the behaviors I'd like to explore? What do I want to do more of in the coming months? What do I want to challenge myself to do that is in alignment with this new mindset, this new version of self? Now, the last category is my favorite category, and it's all about sharing this with your friends and family, people who are close to you that you know you can trust to support you and cheer you on and redirect you back to this version of yourself. I don't have a lot of, I have a lot of coach friends who do this. I have a lot of people in my electronic digital world who do this. However, finding that in my personal world has been very interesting, but I do it. And I have a cousin, I have a really good friend who lives nearby. And what I love about sharing my growth with someone near and dear to my heart is every time I get off track, they are really good about redirecting, and they're really good about being like, oh, well, Dorothy, you said you wanted to be more of this version of yourself, and this experience and how you're performing this experience isn't really aligning with that. And it takes a certain type of human to be able to call you on that. And I love the humans who do that, but pick someone or a couple of people, friends or family, where you can share and you can say, hey, I have spent the last 6 months to the year, 3 months, whatever, really revamping myself. And this is who I've been becoming. And I'm really excited about it. And here's some new mindset beliefs that I've turned on from my life that I really love and enjoy and I'm embracing. And I want to spend the next 3 to 6 months of my life integrating this in a way where I just see myself showing up as this person day in and day out. And I would love your help with this. Is this something that you're willing to help me with? And if they say yes, I would love for you to talk to them about the challenge box. And this is a tool that we implemented inside of the Bigger and Better Life Mastermind, where I'm so excited to see what the other all of the peers come up with for each of their peers, where it's like, okay, so this is my focus area. These are the themes that I'm seeing. Here's the new mindset that I have. What are the challenges that we can give them? Say, I challenge you to speak up at this work meeting that I know you're scared to do. I challenge you to at least 4 times this month reach out to someone that you've been avoiding. Or I challenge you, a lot of my clients right now are just really working on this authentic version of themselves, setting boundaries, not people pleasing. And so it's like, I challenge you to say no 4 times when you really mean no this month. And it could be by the month, it could be by the week, it can be whatever. But what's cool about this is you can take this challenge, you can write them, one by one on pieces of paper, fold these pieces of paper up, put them in a box or in a cup or something, and pull it every week or every month to help you integrate and implement this new version of yourself. And it adds an element of surprise there, which I think is just so fun. Amazing. So 5 categories, my friends, right? Reflect, choose your focus area, create your themes, action, and then share. Amazing. I hope if you are in this season of just simply living in your life rather than revamping your life, that you find this light structure to be helpful. And if not, please don't take it. You do not have to take it. If it feels like just another self-help thing, or it feels like it causes you to chase something, don't take it. That is totally fine. Not everything has to be a lesson. Not everything needs to be healing. Just allow yourself to live in and enjoy the life that you've currently lived and created over the past however many months or years. I love you all so much. I hope you're having an amazing week, and I will talk to you next time.
If you're loving the How to Get Over Your Ex podcast and you want to learn how to get over your ex in 3 months or less to build a life better than the one you thought you had with your ex, I would like to personally invite you to my next group course where we take everything you've learned here on the podcast and apply it to your life. Come check it out at www.lifecoachdorothy.com.